Hey, we in this thing. We live, baby. We live. All right, y'all. Today we just going over some topics and shit, man. Catching up. We're gonna catch up with the Ti 50 Cent beef, with the King beef. We're gonna catch up. We gonna see what Big U did. Also gonna see we DMX, man. They said some bullshit about DMX, so we're gonna go check in with that and see how that shit is with DMX today, man. Early morning, we on the early morning shift. I ain't streamed yesterday, but today we here with a little early morning situation going on, man. Shit, man, you know. So you know I gotta put my 2 cents in. Shit, I gotta go see what's going on and put my little 2 3 cents in. Gonna be wrong. I'm gonna be mad. You know I gotta put my 2 cents in. I gotta see what's going on. I went to sleep yesterday, man. My cousin's birthday. I wanted to go holler at her, man. Have some Zaziki. And I fell asleep yesterday. I was tired. Out here ripping and running. Are you out here ripping and running? Man, I was tired. I was tired. I ain't gonna lie. I had to go take it in. Had to take it in yesterday. All right, bet. All right, we about to jump over here. Let's get these motherfucking updates with motherfucking 50 Cent and Ti. We gonna get
Beef
these
has gotten
updates.
a whole lot worse since our last update. It has taken a turn I don't think anybody
Let's
was
see.
expecting because 50 is losing the beef. Like, yo,
And
50
that's
picked
word
a
on the
battle with
street.
a YN who don't give a damn. In our last update, we talked about how 50 Cent posted T.I.'s wife.
Hey, and they saying 50 losing the beef because it's like 50 ain't keep it. He ain't keep it to the music and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got to jumping on all other shit. He not gonna go to the music. So right now, everybody is feeling like 50 is losing the beef. And shit, I want to say I agree. You know what I'm saying? I want to say I agree. He can be petty. He can be petty. So his next reply, we never know. He talked about each other, mama. So um, it's up for debate right now. But right now, everybody leaning towards 50 losing. That's a good thing for Ti and King, and it's not a bad thing for motherfucking for 50 because you know 50 a fucking mogul. It's never a bad thing. All attention is good attention. We just on the edge of our seats trying to see what the fuck 50 gonna say. What 50
Making
got
fun
in
of
the
her looks.
chamber?
Now, this was a mistake, obviously. This led to T.I.'s son hop into the beef. And T.I.'s son has been more ruthless than I think anybody 50 Cent has ever beefed with. Because
He don't
immediately
care.
after 50 Cent posted this, in our last update, we talked about how, T.I.'s son, which is King Harris, he posted 50 Cent's mother's tombstone and began to diss her because 50
Right.
Cent dissed his mom,
Right.
obviously.
Say some mama dead as fuck. Mama dead as fuck. Go dig her up. Go dig her up. Post a picture of your mama. Nigga, she dead. Nigga. Pay respect. Nigga. Stop playing with my mama. Nigga. Playing like that. Nigga. Going like that. Nigga. How y'all been raised? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. Nigga. I'm not
Right.
going. Nigga. So tell your dead ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look
You
better than
went
my
nuts.
mama. Nigga. Fuck wrong with you. Nigga. Tie y'all.
You went ape
Y'all
shit.
niggas know who the fuck I fuck with.
He went
You
ape
better
shit.
put that music up and shut the fuck up, nigga. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get it on my mother. Your mama dead, nigga. Dig that bitch
He went
going,
nuts.
not going. Now what the fuck you gonna
He
do
went
about
ape
that? I
shit.
don't give a fuck how nigga dead. Nigga not going. Nigga posting my mama like your mama ain't dead as fuck.
He
King, they
went ape
gonna
shit.
kill you. Better stop dissing them. Man, King says, F them ninjas, man. Ain't nothing die about they cousin them. So King obviously don't give a damn if I'm King. Hey, man, you entering into a field with somebody who's going to hold his grudge against you for the rest of your life. Well, 50 responded back to King dissing his meme.
I never played this game.
What's up, man?
Obviously, we know how that scene plays out. 50 put his face on one character. He put, like King Harris' face on another character. They chase the person with a car. King Harris' character runs off. He sees 50 coming. 50 Cent captioned it, grown man-ish boy. Now, again, I'll be real, all right? If this is round one, King Harris clearly won round one. King Harris was more vicious, but it didn't stop here, right? Because King Harris is apparently still going. But before we get to, like, King Harris antics, T.I. dropped a diss track on 50 Cent. Now, in this diss track, I'll be real, I think T.I.'s flow is antiquated. I think T.I.'s still rapping like it's 09. But the content of the diss track is bad news for 50. Because they are unraveling and unearthing things that I feel like 50 Cent kind of want to bury and keep hidden that era. The diss track is the right one, and honestly, I don't know why T.I. dropped the diss track. 50 Cent ain't rapping back with T.I. But 50 Cent ain't rapping back with nobody, bro. Like rapping in general, okay? 50, I think, is going to try to get T.I. and King Harris another way, and it's not going to be rap. But essentially, the diss track is calling 50 Cent a rat, et cetera, et cetera. But if you scroll down, okay, if you scroll down, something he says specifically, I don't think 50 Cent wants to really unearth it, okay? Right here, T.I. says, you hate women. Guess that's why you can't keep one. You can't love them, because from your mama you receive none. Oh no, you'd rather set fires to houses with babies in them? I got paperwork from ninjas in prison, your name is in them. Peter Parker journalism, he's saying, I guess I'm Venom.
Damn.
Now, I don't think 50 Cent care about being called a rat, right? They've been calling 50 a rat for years, passing paperwork around. But that, you set fire to houses with baby in them, that's the one I think 50 want to leave alone. Because a lot of people believe, after hearing the full story, that 50 got away with attempted murder of his baby mama and his own son and other people and other kids in the house as well. Because while going through like a house custody battle, because 50 baby mama was living in a home with the kid, he went to court, the eviction process was long and lengthy, but she was allowed to stay in the house. He tried to file eviction. So he got sick and tired of dealing with it, right? So a lot of folks believe that 50 Cent set the house on fire. And how the story goes kind of points to 50 Cent, to be honest, all right? Now, she even filed a police report. The police report even listed a motive that 50 may have done this. I did a whole on this, by the way, all right, with the full details. But to save y'all time, I would just skip directly to the clip and play y'all exactly what the baby mama have to say in regard to 50 Cent saying they're homo.
Wow. Deposition, I come back outside. It was like following me, trying to intimidate me to the point where my lawyer was so worried that she would just please be careful. So he was trying to kick me out the house. He couldn't get me out the house, and that's another thing where he says like, "Oh, he didn't. He went to county. They can the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court allowed me to stay, so he couldn't get me out the house at the time."
Right.
And then his lawyer, and I have in my deposition papers, once I start doing my YouTube channel, I have to be able to side by side and bring up stuff. His lawyer actually asked me where was my evidence, and that was the first part of the house to burn down.
She also tells other stories about how on her way back and forth to court, somebody linked to 50 was following her back and forth to court, and they was harassing her and stalking her. But fast forward, she says that she believes that 50 Cent was trying to kill them because when a person came, everybody was upstairs asleep, right? The kids was in the house. This was a time of the night where, everybody was home, right? Like, this wasn't done where, home or Marquise was at school and it was done when everybody was asleep or supposed to be asleep.
Who's on set on fire?
It was,
Shit, bro.
that's another thing tried to create the narrative. Was me, my boyfriend. No man lived with me in that house. And I will repeat, man lived with me in that house. No man.
Okay.
Except for Marquise, and he wasn't a man at the time. He was a child.
Deep down, like, what do you think the motive was behind to really get rid of you or to scare you out of the house? Honestly speaking.
I think it was to kill us.
Nah, man.
Because the time, it wasn't like it happened when the kids were in school. Maybe I was there by myself, or it happened that I was just sleeping. No one's up.
Nah, man.
Just in that second, I came from Marquise's room to the top of the stairs. I went down maybe 3 steps, and the flames just shot up to the ceiling. It was just, we couldn't even make it downstairs.
So you're the
This
I don't
This
believe it.
So my daughter said she just heard glass and he cursed me.
The baby mom interview with like 2,000 subscribers. Can you imagine if T.I. was able to get her to? This is getting to be bad news for 50, bruh. Now they didn't just stop here. King then took over the reins from T.I. And King has been on social media all day exposing 50. King has been on 50 Cent's bumper. Now, I'm a hip-hop historian. I'm usually really tapped in. But King is reminding me of things that I forgot I even knew. Like, for example, he posted a video of 50 Cent apparently pleading guilty in court to beating up 3 women. Now, again, I'm like a historian, but I didn't know about this at all.
If you want to stand out,
Curtis Jackson, 29-year-old, who admitted to trampling and beating 3 women at a concert.
He attacked women. We were just there to see a concert. We were not there to get beat up. We were not there to get hit.
Now, listen, man, all right? If somebody make that 50 Cent documentary, bro, it's going to be crazy, man. That 50 Cent documentary is going to be wild. If somebody is diabolical enough to really paint the narratives, how the narratives are supposed to be painted, it's going to be crazy. King also went at 50 Cent and his son, okay? So King posted this picture of 50 and his son with the caption, "You think you raising a man, having him sit in your lap as a teenager?
Crazy.
That's a hoe, sir." Black father effect. People see a video of like a father kissing a son, and it's like, oh my God, legit like a father-son content creator where they go viral all the time because the father like hugs and kisses the son. Like, that's how rare it is in our community. But bringing the son into it, bro, King is ruthless, man. King is not stopping, bro. Now this to me is some diabolical stuff that I didn't know, man. King reposted pictures of 50 Cent with multiple dildos in hand. I guess this is when 50 Cent launched his line of D products. I think 50 Cent launched his own condoms, his own dildos, which was supposed to be like an imprint of himself to women to buy. But just the images of 50 Cent holding these things up is it's crazy, bro. It's nuts. It's weird. And King is winning this round for sure, man. So King writes, out here in the general public gripping in real life. This is what you got to do to sell out. Man.
Johnson juggler.
All right.
The Johnson juggler, man. Hold on.
Keep posting, little ninja. You got the right one this time. Dear Miss Jackson, your son a freaky man. Wish you was here to whoop his eye. Oh my God. Dissing the dead mom mixed with the dildo combo, that's some diabolical and vicious stuff,
shit.
man. Yo, here's the thing. I think King hopping in his beef is a tad bit unfair because, King got nothing but time. King is a fearless little young dude who came up in the clout world. A lot of these old dudes, they be embarrassed beefing with 50 because they don't want their like a 3-day of information. It's crazy, right? But it didn't stop there. Okay. So King would also post this video of 50 Cent baby mama talking about the house burning down. And King will say, "You still threatening black women?" All right, man, it's getting fun. Keep going. So, like the caption of the video says, "Why does nobody talk about this? 50 Cent burned his baby mama's house on fire in 2008. That's a question mark, by the way. 50, don't sue me.
Mr. Jackson business. You do think so?
Yes, I know so.
Why do you say that?
He threatened me on Monday.
He did.
He threatened me. Look, watch what I'll do. I'll have someone come kill you. He threatened me. He threatened me on Monday, and this is what he did.
How long were you two together?
We were together for 13 years. The relation just ended over a year ago. He cannot accept that I have moved on with my life. He's going to strip me of everything, and I didn't allow it. I fought back, and this is what he's trying to do. He tried to kill me and his own child. No attempt to contact his child. He calls my grandmother when he's upset and he wants to talk about me. He calls my uncle. He calls my aunt. He's not made one attempt to come find out if his son is okay. So that sounds like a concerned father? A concerned father don't sign over their rights. A concerned father do not sign over legal, physical. He has no rights over Marquise. None. He signed away custody. He tries to make it like he's a doting, beautiful father. He's not. He's not. He is a deadbeat because it's not about monetary. He is a deadbeat.
You heard this in the middle of the night?
Yes, I did.
Talk about the custody of the house. He didn't want you to have that.
No, and we was in Supreme Court. I did my deposition yesterday.
And
yesterday.
He trashed
yesterday.
The attorney's
yes.
office?
No, he trashed it on Monday, but I did my Yes, I think he's upset. Yes. We're in court. We're in litigation. We're fighting over the house. Yes. He said that he was going to have someone come kill me and watch what he does. And this is what he did.
So he threatened you?
Yes. And he has made no contact to even see how his son is doing. No.
How upset are you?
I'm very upset.
I seen a comment mine that King Harris won this, man, because it's kind of unfair, and you kind of see it from 50% like perspective as well.
It's crazy.
King Harris is a kid. 50 can't go back and forth with King Harris. 50 wants T.I. So King Harris can kind of say whatever, but 50 can't really respond. Like 50 gave him like one response or two response, but he can't really like go back and forth because he'll look crazy as well. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Because I'll be real, man, 50, like you gave Lil Meech a lot of smoke. You not giving King the same smoke, man. All right? Man, King single-handedly is winning this beef on behalf of T.I., man. Y'all let me know.
next? We about to see what's next, man. We about to do this big. We about to check out Big U.
Bundle and save on insurance. The Liberty Big.
Check out this Big U, man. See a Big U cook.
I was scrolling and stumbled on this voice.
Got it.
Big U was already having a really terrible day after the feds exposed him and officially charged him with murder. But Wack 100 just made Big U's day even worse. It doesn't get much worse than this. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app. They just did an official wiretap on Nipsey Hussle. So Big U said that he was bigger than Nipsey Hussle. You know, that he disciplined Nipsey Hussle and that, you know, he was bigger than any other Rolling 60s, including Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle at that point would have been dead for 3 years now. So that really highlights the amount of hatred I think Big U had for Nipsey Hussle. That 3 years after his death, man, Big U was still on that with Nipsey. On that same call, Big U says that if anyone, for any reason, has an issue with him, they will no longer be alive. The feds is watching this like, hold on, man. Well, we know for a documented fact that you and Nipsey Hussle had issues. Like like the streets have been talking. This is a well-documented fact. Nipsey Hussle dropped a diss track on you. You and Nipsey Hussle had beef. So what do you mean? Now, the following day, Big U hopped on another call. Well, to be honest, this could have just been like a few minutes later because like 2023 on an intercepted call, Big U was still talking about Nipsey Hussle. Now, he was telling him and Nipsey Hussle didn't have beef, which we know it's a lie because they did have beef. Which I believe, from my perspective, was kind of sending like a little subliminal threat, letting the person know, hey, bro, you know, hey, I ain't have beef with Nipsey Hussle because if I had beef, and you know, the transcript said that Big U said, if I had beef, I would have killed him. I'm gonna kill him if I had beef, right? So again, that could have been a subliminal to whoever he was talking about because we know for a fact that Nipsey Hussle and Big U had beef. Now, to me, the feds is including this, right, in the superseding indictment because, you know, everything that's included in this indictment, they're investigating, right? The feds showed up to No Jumper, to Adam 22's house and demanded that Adam 22 turned over the cease and desist that Big U allegedly sent to No Jumper. We now know that Loose Cannon sent that, but they were very interested in the cease asking about Big U and his cease and desist. So we know for a fact the feds is investigating Big U for murder. Now, if that's not bad enough, facing a superseding indictment of murder and then potentially being charged with another murder of Nipsey Hussle, if that's not bad enough, Wack 100 just made Big U's day even tougher, even worse. Because Big U found out today that Wack 100 just gave him an ultimatum. And if Big U don't follow this ultimatum, Wack 100 and his legal team will literally destroy Big U. This is one of the examples of Wack 100 playing the long game. And why I tell everybody, if you ever did Wack wrong, just pray and stay out his way. Because Wack ain't forgetting, bro. Wack is going to get his get back at some point. So when Big U was turning himself in, Big U made some accusations, right? Big U blamed this entire thing on Wack 100 instead of his own decisions, right? So Big U is the one who allegedly went to Vegas and murdered his but those actions, you don't believe, is the reason why he's that Wack 100 is the reason why he is absurd, right? Big U spent in video discussing Wack 100 and trying to turn the public.
Probably be my last video. I'm going to go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive, so they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house.
What did
He's
Wack
actually
do?
got video and footage of it, so y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, it was asking about Wack. Wack, loose cannon, 600,
What did
and this internet stuff.
interviews?
All of y'all filed.
Interviews.
All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what they're saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men.
Even the biggest Big U supporters will hear this and think this is absolutely erroneous, that Big U is trying to turn his arrest into a civil rights issue. Big U got picked up not because he was like a black man or the second coming of Farrakhan helping black people. Big U got picked up because he was violating and brutalizing and victimizing black people at a rapid pace. Big U was doing too much, bro, right? But Big U will look at what he did and completely ignore it, blame other people, like blame the 600 and Wack 100. Big U will continue to try to shame people for still watching Wack.
Because Big U was on interviews and shit, talking like he big, bad, and tough. He was doing this shit, man. So I don't see, he can't blame nobody else. He gotta damn near really blame himself because shit, he was on that motherfucker talking crazy. Like it's plenty of interviews he can pull up. I can pull up where he just talking reckless. You know what I'm saying?
100, claiming that Wack 100 is the reason why he's being locked up.
Who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. I done did nothing. It's 5 years, man. Went to my house, kicked my house, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out.
I just want to tell a lot of y'all men, leave Wack alone, bro. Do not beef. Wack is a diabolical mastermind who plays the long game. See, Wack 100 has had this for the last year and a half years. But Wack waited until big sources had it defeated. You has had a lawyer, lost a lawyer, had a public defender, got a new lawyer, and the trial don't look like it's getting closer. Big U got sent to solitary confinement, so Wack waited until Big getting longer, and now Wack is willing to strike. Well, according to Wack, it's his legal team who is pushing him to take Big U for everything he has. So while Big U is currently facing this RICO with depleted resources, while Big U is in solitary confinement, Wack 100 has announced that Big U has an ultimatum. Retract everything he says in this video.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
Or else.
What's up to the IG street?
heads to take him down. He said this to the world. My legal team, when it comes to my overall businesses, things that I do, they have some say-so in this matter. So I've been fighting them on what I didn't want to do.
Right.
Which is file anything against Big U for defamation and slander. As I did with World Star and LA Media. And I won that case. And I got paid. So anybody that talks to this man, communicates with this man. I'm trying my best to keep my legal team from doing what they feel they're obligated to do because a lot of business.
Big U used his relationship with published about a 20-minute video claiming Whack 100 was an informant. It was a lie. They had no proof whatsoever. And Worldstar actually got sued by Whack and settled the case. So there's already history spreading, I guess, misinformation that Whack 100 is a federal informant. So Big U making that video and also claiming that Whack is an informant, that right there is a history. That's textbook defamation. If Whack 100 sues Big U currently, how will Big U fight the trial? Like, how will Big U fight the case? Big U can't afford to go through another legal battle separate of this murder trial. Big U ain't Diddy. Diddy can afford to fight 40 different civil cases while fighting his RICO. Big U can't fight this RICO and a civil trial at the same time. This is literally going to bankrupt Big U, right? Big U's son ain't signed his extension yet. Big checkmate. But Whack, you can do something to avoid this.
And they felt like in the long run it could affect the business. So we need a retract in that. I'm gonna tell you what I need to fight my legal team. If a statement retracting what he said, which he knows is false, there's no claim or proof of. Matter of fact, in federal court, they addressed it and went on the record and said that they've never talked to, dealt with, communicated, spoke to with Whack 100 or 600 regarding any of these things, in fact, ever, right? I need that retraction. If not, I'm letting y'all know, y'all hearing here first. The man is already up under enough pressure. I'm going to be forced to go at any and everything, catalogs, real estate, whatever.
You put out a statement, there's no Whack 100, you look like a weak with your face no more in prison, bro. All right, Whack 100 is essentially your dad, he owns you. Whack 100. Now, Whack 100 can put you in a chokehold, make your life miserable, right? Take away a lot of your resources. You not got to choose between, should I put all my resources in fighting this RICO or put all my resources in fighting Whack 100 in the civil trial? I don't know what Big U is going to do at this point.
Give me that so I can go back and tell my legal team, listen, he retracted it. Let it be. It's something I don't want to do. But at the end of the day, when I'm at the table of business and I'm dealing with my partners, my word only goes so far. So once again, y'all hearing it here. If I don't see something or can't fight with nothing, probably in the next 10 to 30 days, they're going to go on and do what they're going to do. And when they do it, I'll let y'all know they did it. I ain't got no problem. I ain't hiding nothing, but I'm letting y'all know. So any of y'all got any type of communication with this dude out there, I strongly suggest that you holler at him and let him know what this is and what this ain't. Again, this is something I don't want to do. They've been pressing me to do it for the last 6-7 months, right? He know he told a lie and he ain't got a leg to stand on. the federal government is going to walk up in that civil court and say, we don't know this man. We ain't had no dealings or communication with this man. And at that point, he's done. Because now he has to show where these things have happened, and he can't show that.
If I'm Big U, I'll apologize, man, and move on with my life. Street credibility at this point ain't worth a goddamn thing. I'm facing life in prison. The last thing I want, bro, is somebody as petty as Wack 100 with as much resources and money Wack has to come after my assets, bro. I'm straight. I'm apologizing, bro, and moving on with my life. But y'all let me know, if you were Big U, what would you do in this situation, okay? And if you're still watching my video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out why Mace says he will always hate Charlamagne the God. He explains some things.
You can't do shit, man. You can't do shit in that, man. You can't do shit, man. At that point in time, you can't do shit, man. You stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck like Chuck. You're stuck. But now, man, we about to get into this motherfucking DMX, man. This my first time watching this DMX shit, so it's new to me, just like it's about to be new to y'all. This is my first time. I don't even know what's going on. I just heard about it, and now I'm about to get into it, but I don't even know what's going on. So, I hope it ain't no bullshit with DMX. I hope it's just some old shit that they trying to flare up. But yeah, we about to get into it, man. This is my first time even hearing about this shit. We about to get into it. We about to see what it is, and hopefully it's nothing.
DMX family is disgusting for what they're choosing to do with this man's life. What I just saw, quite frankly, is the nastiest thing I think I've ever saw on the internet. Why would y'all do this? We'll get back to the video shortly, but I want to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit, but if you is alive, and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. DMX ex-wife and some of his kids came together to do a documentary about how horrible DMX was while he was alive. And I'm watching this and I'm like, what's the purpose of this? Like, why? Like, why would you do this to somebody when they pass away?
All faded away because X came alive. There were so many times where I go to a show with my dad. I'm gonna say it exactly how it was. We would be backstage, and after his set was up, he'd point to one of his Wranglers, let's call it. He would say, yo, go out to the stage, get about 4 or 5, make sure they're ready to I gotta have 2. My son need 1, and his friend need 1. Make it happen. And that was very uncomfortable.
The transition to the next story made me feel icky inside because they were transitioning to make it feel like DMX was doing this when he was 12 years old, when that's not the case at all. No, DMX was doing this when he was an adult, a fully grown adult. Right? DMX was throwing chicks at him when he was an adult. His friend was an adult. That's why they were able to go on tour with him. However, the transition was to him talking about how, you know, his father used to cheat on his mama and he used to hate it when he was 12. So they transitioned to me on purpose to make it feel like DMX was doing something nefarious and damn near evil when, you know, that's not the case at all. He didn't put girls on his son when his son was 12. He put girls on his son when his son was a grown man.
Being 12 years old, observing your married father openly, unapologetically cheat on his wife, your mother, my mother, created this split in my mind and actually resented my father for it. And I remember looking like, you lying ass. Like it just kept festering inside of me. At that time, I was frightened to say anything. With him, it was such a his way or the highway.
Controversial opinion here, bro. And maybe I'm just raised old school. I'm not hating my dad or turning on my dad because my dad cheated on my mom. I don't even consider that my business. And I'm damn sure not telling the world about that when he passed away.
That's a fact.
Because what's the purpose of this? Like, why are you guys revealing all the horrible things that your father did? Like,
that's crazy.
You can't pay me enough to do this to my father. Now, luckily, my dad is alive.
Hey, I'm glad it wasn't no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it wasn't no him touching his kids, him doing some bullshit. This shit, regular life, regular human shit. You know what I'm saying? It's regular human shit right here. Regular shit.
He's healthy and he's doing his thing. So you can't make me, right, like go against my father for no amount of money, dead or alive. But especially if my dad passed away and I'm
He a
here to
legend.
honor his legacy.
Facts.
Why in the world would I do this? For what reason?
When I would talk to him, he would say that.
And they basically, bro, that's a scorn mama and son. They basically fucking up this man's legacy, bro. Like, how y'all expect to keep getting that money off his legacy if y'all gonna go throw his shit down the drain, fuck it up? Like, how? I want to give y'all shit and y'all fucking over this man's shit like this over some selfish shit that y'all feel about. This all your selfish reasons. All your selfish reasons. And it's probably bullshit.
That he was bipolar, and I would say, how do you know that? He was like, I know. Like, he diagnosed himself. He was like, I remember being in a group home, and I used to take tests with the therapist, and I remember them telling me that I was manipulative, and he would use those, though, as excuses. Like, there's plenty of times, like, as a wife, I signed him up into rehabs. He would manipulate them. He was a master manipulator.
With the bipolar, his moods were up and down, and not week to week. For him, it was day to day.
Sometimes it'd be scary, just like being in the house because you didn't know what exactly was gonna set him off. So it was like walking on eggshells, just trying to not to, like make him upset.
It's like a dog, like waiting under like a tree that's like gonna bite you. You know what's gonna happen, you just don't know when. I 1000% think he had a lot of demons and trauma and just distractions in his life that really derailed him from just sticking with his family.
This is the problem with social media. Everybody wants attention. These people want to be viewed as a victim and they want their victimhood acknowledged, right? And for the most part, because it has not been acknowledged, it has not been really expressed, and people still go on to celebrate DMX without really talking about his family dynamics. I don't really hear or see DMX family dynamics coming up in his legacy conversations. But they want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of those talks. They want to be the first thing on people's minds when they think about DMX.
They want to be the first thing on people's mind, but now y'all leaving some bullshit. Some bullshit.
So they're bringing up stories like this. Doesn't make sense whatsoever. Dude, he's alive. Do this when DMX is alive and like he can defend himself, he can speak for himself, and he could argue and dispute certain things that's not true. But doing this when he's dead and can never speak up for himself, to me, is just cruel, is unusual, and is nasty.
He started really getting bad a year after I had Praise. He started being really open with using his drugs and getting very paranoid. He would walk around with a machine gun or a gun in front of the nannies, with something that he didn't really do. He would see things. He said a helicopter was one time looking at him. I'm like, not. He was very annoyed.
Police are coming for him, the CIA.
While he was on a binge and he was on tour, he's paranoid as hell. We leaving out of the hotel. He has his book bag with his gun in his book bag. Me, him, and his uncle are standing in the lobby. He says someone is following him, watching him, and he pulled the trigger, but because it was so muffled, we couldn't hear it. He shot his uncle in the foot. He fell to the floor. We see blood everywhere. I left my pocketbook on the scene because I just like ran out with Earl because he was so delirious. We get in the truck. We take off. This guy had his hand on our car because they did a whole man search. We were the last cars to make it through the George Washington Bridge. The police shut it down looking for somebody who shot somebody in a hotel. Then he started getting, when he was high and when he wasn't high, very emotionally and verbally abusive. Used to try to make it seem like everything was my fault.
Man, let that man rest, bro. They got a divorce in 2014, all right, 12 years ago. Couples have issues, right? Marriage is not easy. Marriage is hard. Y'all had y'all issues. Why is the world hearing this? Yo, I wonder what DMX's immediate family has to say about this. Like, I wonder what his mama, if she's alive, or his brothers and sisters, if they're alive, or his daddy, if he's a, what do the immediate family have to say? Because yo, this can't feel good, man. Like, I understand, like, whatever type of marital issues y'all have, y'all may have y'all issues, whatever. But like his brothers, his siblings, they can't feel good knowing that, yo, the ex-wife are colluding to make this man look like an absolute monster in his death.
Bro, why you put Xavier in the front? I didn't put nobody nowhere, all right? Come on. Damn.
He used to yell. At this point, he started getting really sloppy with his cheating. Because before I would never really know, I kind of addressed him on it, and he like blew up. And he was like, yeah, you, bitch. You know, I don't give a shit. Like, yelling and screaming. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought no one could hear us in this room. And then I would come out the room, and I would literally be like, hey, everybody okay? Like, this was my life. Like, I was so up in the head. Xavier was in the room, and he was doing push-ups. And I said to him, hey, man, I see you. He said, yeah, I'm putting on some weight because the next time my father speaks to you like that, I'm gonna kill him. The look in his eyes, I will never, ever forget. Something electrified through my heart, through my soul. Girl, gotta go.
I was 18 years old. My mom and dad were doing couples therapy. So I get a call and my dad asks me, can you bring in some pills? Vicodin. He's gonna meet you. He's gonna give it to you to smuggle it in because they won't let me do anything here. I said, wait. You're in a drug-free facility. You're asking me to bring pills in for you? I said, I'm not gonna do that.
Obviously, DMX was filled with trauma, and obviously he left his kids traumatized as well, right? He gave his kids traumatic experiences, but I'm sure he gave his kids some good experiences too. Something like this will be something that like you would tell your homies and we'll all have a laugh about. If this happened to me or most people, let's say something similar happened to, they're telling their friends, their homies, they're having a good laugh about it. They're not commenting on a documentary and presenting this as evidence that his father was a monster and how his father affected him and this, and this. I don't know, man. I just think it's nasty. I don't think it's right. I don't think they should have done this whatsoever, right? And the son to me is probably just as culpable as the mom. The mom, you could tell, really got some hatred in her heart from DMX.
She do.
I thought Earl really had it all together. I thought Earl really knew who he was. But he was drowning in his lies, his fame, and his mental health issues.
The larger he got as an icon, as an artist, in his success, the harder it was for people to tell him no. The people around him was people that was just, yes, you wanna do that? Yes. Wanna do that crack? Yes. How much alcohol you want? Yes. So yes, his success went up, but him as a human being was declining.
I was kind of happy to find out that I wasn't the only one who had a problem with this. I mean, like almost the entire time I had a problem with this. Like you'll be blessed to find a positive comment about what they're doing. One person stated, what's the point of this? Shitting down on him, yet even the benefits. DMX had his faults. He even admitted in his last days that he had so many regrets about how he lived. This is that influence of now I don't listen, man. I don't believe in blaming all black women for the actions of DMX's wife, but let's just, hear him out. This is that influence of black women. She is obviously bitter about how he cheated on her, transferred the bitterness to the children as well. That son is an idiot because any man who hates his father for sleeping with other women is a man who doesn't even understand manhood. Punk son.
Bitter as fuck.
Now, I don't believe in, like disparaging all black women, so I'm not even going to address that. But I do believe she did pass down bitterness to, like their kids. She did vilify DMX in the eyes of the kids. Because this man claiming he hated his father because his father cheated is like, hey, man, I don't condone cheating. I don't think it's right to cheat. But to hate your daddy because he cheated, that's a little bit extreme, man. Another Twitter user says, not defending his actions whatsoever, but a sit-down, tell-all kind of ordeal out of nowhere when none of this is news to the public seems a bit random, odd, I don't know, LL. No, you 100% right. No, you is 100% right. They are nasty human beings for that. Another user says, we all knew DMX was flawed. He even alluded to it in his music and cried out for help. This interview is not new information. Let it go. It's not. The world didn't need to hear this. DMX has admitted to being a flawed human being, right? To being a drug user.
I agree.
It's not news. She did this, like from my perspective, to get back, man. Right? She's still bitter at DMX and still upset at what he put her through. Somebody asked a question that I asked, just wondering if he was alive. Because if he was alive, he'll be able to respond back and defend himself and probably dispute a lot of what they're claiming. Somebody says, nasty work, but he always had God on his tongue. Okay, so it looks like this person is disparaging like DMX. I just think it's nasty work. I don't support it. Now, this is 50-50. Some people do believe that if you live a life, how you live it, people should be able to speak about that life in an honest way. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, right? What do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how the 50 Cent and T.I. beef just crossed.
that really wasn't it right there, man. That was bullshit. I don't think that was right because it's come on, man. That nigga dead. Let him go. We're gonna have to do an in-depth on that. That's one thing I'm gonna say. We're gonna have to do an in-depth on that. I'm gonna have to dive into that because that's bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, that's bullshit. That's bullshit at the highest, if you wanna ask me. We're gonna have to do an in-depth dive on that. Cause come on, man, that nigga dead. Let that nigga be, man. Let that nigga be. Let that nigga be. Let him go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Let him go ahead and handle his business. No way that nigga. No way y'all should be out there dragging his name through the mud, putting smut on his name. No way y'all should be putting smut on that man's name right now. No way. No way y'all should be putting smut on that man's name, especially in that type of manner. No way. Cause shit, the nigga can say some shit about y'all. But jump on that, it's just like, damn, man, no way y'all should be putting some smut on that man. That he did. He can't even say shit about it. This is what I want.
Broke
I
nigga
wanted to jump in
No, it's not
and
this
look
one.
at
It's
this.
the one before.
I wanted to see this. Let me see what's going on. I got some new news. Let's see what's going on.
Hold on.
With this case right here.
How do I spell this nigga name? Look, right here.
Gonna get David.
Yo, why they said this man academics knew it was something up with this nigga David from the start?
What's good, Brady? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Eating Chipotle. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yo, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm David. Nice to meet y'all.
Hell yeah.
Max said he needed some versatility and some
Facts.
new music in the song world. So I make sad indie music. It ain't gonna be no rap. So
let's do it.
Every kiss. Brother, how you say your name?
David.
David.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This song sound like your background. Like this is where you got to be in an empty room to listen to. Me, I'm usually a turd nigga. I do like the song though. Okay, this is some shit I can see. You know what I mean? I've you know, it's been well documented. I've been through some issues with some hoes. Not some fire vibes still. You feel me?
Appreciate that.
Who broke your heart though, homie?
Man, two people back to back to back.
That's
back to back.
Anyway, that's ground zero, chat. So apparently this guy, and I remember during Song Wars, checked him. I believe you start high school way before 17, right? Like you started maybe like 14, 13, right?
They got me feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride away.
First and foremost, welcome.
Trapmore gang. Broke niggas.
No, it's not this one. It's the one before.
that she disappeared. When you plug in that case.
Okay, the girls are in. Okay.
I'm trying to find where it was at.
I don't like you little boys, man. I come tonight.
It's clear is
Broke niggas.
No, it's not.
Broke niggas.
No, it's not this one. It's the one before. Hold on.
Ready?
How do I spell this nigga name?
Sea Dance 2.0 is coming to Artlist.
Broke niggas.
No, it's not this one. It's the one before. Hold on. How do I spell this nigga name? Look, right here.
Gonna get David. Yo, David.
Yo, why they said this man academics knew it was something up with this nigga David from the start?
What's good, Brody? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Eating Chipotle. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yo, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm David. Nice to meet y'all.
Hell yeah.
Max said he needed some versatility and some
Facts.
new music in the song world. So I make sad indie music. It ain't gonna be no rap. So
let's do it.
Brother, how you say your name?
David.
David.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This song sound like your background. Like, this is where you got to be in an empty room to listen to. Me, I'm usually a turd nigga. I do like the song though. Okay, this is some shit I can see. You know what I mean? I've you know, it's been well documented. I've been through some issues with some hoes. Not some fire vibes still. You feel me?
Appreciate that.
Who broke your heart though, homie?
Man, two people back to back to back.
That's
back to back.
Anyway, that's ground zero, chat. So apparently this guy, and I remember during Song Wars, we checked him on, I checked him on Spotify. And on Spotify, the dude, the dude actually is like popping. 34 million monthly listeners. He has a song, 1.5 billion streams, Here With Me, 500 million, Feel It. And his biggest song, 1.6 billion views, is called Romantic Diplomacy. Interesting. He has other songs, Sleep Well, You and I. Okay. Now,
see what he got to say. What he said.
When you read his last album, it's also a little bit spooky.
I agree.
You Left Me First, Crashing, Where'd It Go Wrong, Ghost. Where did you go? Afterlife? Now, chat. Grab some popcorn and get ready to go down this damn rabbit hole with me. Okay? So this guy, David, a news report came out that a dismembered young girl, presumably underage girl, was found in the frunk, and that means the front part of a trunk in a Tesla at some location. It was parked. People realized it was emitting a foul odor. The odor got progressively worse. At a point, the police was called, and they determined there was a corpse in that Tesla. After finding this out, TMZ published that the Tesla belonged and was registered to the singer David, the same guy we talked to. Let me try to get some more information.
So there was a music artist out there named David, born March 28, 2005, and raised in Houston, Texas. His come-up story is actually pretty insane. The guy was a YouTuber trying to be the next big gaming streamer, and so back in 2018, he was creating Fortnite content, including montages.
So basically, I played Fortnite from 2017 to 2021. I became a YouTuber. I was playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these different type of games. To try to become like the biggest next thing, streamer, Kai Cenat, everything.
Where he was routinely using the most mainstream trending music to get more eyes on his videos, because at that time...
Wait. Did my boy do a triple edit? Hold on now. Wait, this is maybe more important. Hold on.
Like the biggest next thing, streamer, Kai Cenat, everything.
Where he was routinely...
Oh shit, my boy building like face way!
Using the most mainstream trending music to get more eyes on his videos, because at that time he was completely unknown.
The songs have an algorithm to them. So let's say 2 people use, I don't know, Halo, and then 3 people use them, 4 people use them. That song, if you hear it in enough videos, your video will be the one that goes up. I don't know how it works, but on YouTube, that's how it works for Fortnite.
So you literally, nothing changed in what you were doing. All you did was
just
put one song in.
Put a song in the video.
That is until David's worst nightmare came true, and almost every video he had ever made got copyrighted overnight for using the music. And so David breaks down, he calls his mom crying, and she says if you want to fix your problem, then you should just make your own music. So then David literally starts recording into his phone, and creates his first song on a free music editing software. He posts it up to SoundCloud, it starts getting plays, and the rest is really history.
And I made the song called You and I, which now has, 94 million streams. It's my second song I ever made. Put it in the montage, and I tagged it on Twitter. First Fortnite player to use his own song in the video. That was the title. And bro, everyone was using the song after that day. Like the Fortnite streamers that I was watching and looked up to were using my song. Everybody was using my song, bro. It's crazy because it was royalty free. Because nobody's getting copyright strikes.
David was a pioneer for doing this because he actually sounded pretty good. It's actually pretty reminiscent of the blog era back when I was a teenager, when rappers like Logic and Skizzy Mars were blowing up from phase montages back then in the early 2010s. So he was making the Fortnite videos with his music, and then he started making trending sounds on TikTok by recording covers of already popular songs, and then pitching the audio all the way up to give it that classic Alvin and the Chipmunks sound.
I got 500,000 followers off that, bro. But then literally 2 TikToks later was the Romantic Homicide one, which has like 16 million views.
Wait, what?
Everybody, my mom was commenting on this one, bro.
Wait, so you made this one as Alvin still?
Dude, yeah. Still, same thing. Everything is crazy.
He actually credits making those covers as the place where he honed his sound.
So the reason why you developed your style was just because you were pretending to be Alvin the Chipmunk.
Dude, yeah.
That's insane.
And from here, David would explode onto the scene in 2022 with his actual music, ironically with his most popular song called Romantic Homicide. Understand that his music was especially trending on TikTok, which at the time was the platform producing smash hits from all kinds of unknown artists.
So most people, they go into a studio, they have a professional microphone, they have like a mixing board, there's a person who makes the beat, there's a whole thing. He does everything in his cell phone.
I mean, understand that David's rise was a matter of months, going from completely unknown to a massive internet musician. I mean, I would say that he showed off around as much internet prowess as someone like Lil Nas X, who also really utilized social media kind of in a different way for his blow-up.
It hit 78 on Billboard a week and a half later.
And so the guy was getting billions of views and plays across the internet. His debut album, Withered, was released earlier this year. It sold 30,000 units and reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 200. And overall, he was really on the brink.
Is he signed? Let me see if I can figure this out. Be able to tell if he's signed. Oh, he's on Interscope.
All right, y'all. I ain't going down that rabbit hole. Not today. I just wanted to see some updates. Look like we gotta go down a rabbit hole to get them updates on that. So I'll do that a little bit later. Yeah, man, it's Rich Enough Media. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Speak your thoughts. It's an open flow, y'all. About to get up out of here, man. I just wanted to come on here and give y'all some updates, let y'all see what's going on. And I wanted to catch up on some updates with y'all. And shit, give y'all my 2 cents. Put my little 2 cents to 3 cents on shit, man. You know I gotta say some shit. But yeah, man, them the updates we got. Probably gonna have some updates later on and just come on this bitch and just fuck with y'all, parlay with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Burn a couple hours. Make sure y'all, I'm gonna say it again. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. That's the only way I'm gonna keep building. That's the only way I keep bringing y'all some good content, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Dave kind of wild, man. That nigga wild as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie, he wild as fuck. Yeah, that nigga burnt out too. Big U, stupid U, nigga stupid as shit. That nigga, man, he crazy, bruh. Big U crazy. Clag's a sign of being burnt out. Old nigga burnt out, man, with this crippin' shit. And shit, I can't believe that shit. That nigga going down, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking DMX, man, and his wife, man. I can't believe that shit. That shit wild as hell. And that shit wrong. How they doing? That shit's completely wrong. I can't believe how they slandered the nigga name, trying to drag his shit through the mud, man. We'll get back on top of that situation. We're gonna probably do a breakdown of the documentary and watch the whole documentary on live on stream. We're gonna probably see that, do a reaction to that. That's coming up probably this week. Yeah, man, it's Rich Enough. Stay tuned, man. And I'm gonna say it again. Like, share, and